one. And we should be live right now. What's up, guys? Snow's here. I'm not sure if I'm live already. Please give me a live on chat because I'm a little bit early. I'm like 4 minutes early, which you always want to be. So what's up, guys? How you guys doing? I hope this is not messed up. It shouldn't be. Everything should be fine. What up, Meow Meow? What's up, Yushio Yuke? What's up, Kariku? Mecheiman and Jaio Vega? Is that how you say your name? Damn, 43 people already. Oh, I like this. How you guys doing? If I look tired, it's because I really am. I haven't slept a freaking dime in the last 2 days because I've been trying to figure out this. You see this? This is all part like the VR thing, the colored thing here. All this is part of the new set because thanks to COVID, I can't go and show you my new office. Quebec literally has a curfew where I can't get out of the house after 7:30 p.m. And if I'm out of the house at 7:30 p.m., I have to stay wherever I go till 5 a.m. the next day, or I can get up to from $1,500 to $6,000 in fine. Welcome, Master LM. What's up, Indian Army? What's up, Tri-Enforcer? What's good, Snows? What are you hoping to see the most? Honestly, APUs. That's my bet. 5700G, 8 cores with a nice Vega APU. It's, in my opinion, going to be the star of the show. Who else is there? Oh, almost. Yeah, thanks. I'm not going to try again with your name, Mr. Vega. Nori Tips, hola. Wayne Borean, what's up, man? Action Brother, hello. Robert Alieni, I messed up your name already, I'm sorry. Bro, you think a 3070 and a 5600? Oh, hell yeah. That's a really good match. If you can find them. Anthony Evelyn, what's up? Where's the 3300X? Forget about it. It's a quad core. You're gonna miss out on the latency improvements to the new chips. Honestly, I'd get an APU. If they release an APU, a quad core APU, I'd get that over the 3300X like that. Because you're going to get the IPC improvements, plus single core design, plus you have the Vega graphics to stall until you can actually buy a graphic card. What's up, Alan Post? What up, Martin Vutov? Daniel Haunted? What's up, Polska Podrawia? Sergio Zorro, hola. What's up, man? How you doing? Mr. Space Stout, what's up? How you doing? Good day. How are them headphones? I hate them. They're okay. They're just open back, so they let out a lot of the boomy bass sound that I like. So you're gonna hate me for this, but this is what I use when I actually listen to music. They're like 5 years old. They're the Beats by Dre that I bought back when I used to work at Apple. I know you're gonna hate me, but I like the color. I like the color of the sound. I like it to be muddy. I like it to rumble my skull. That's what I like to do. Marc Aurel Archambault, Ryzen 5 5700X. I highly doubt it. I don't think they'd put the 700 in an R5. It'd have to be a 5700 or a 5700X, but Ryzen 7. Anthony Evelyn, Flawbod, what's up? Funky Peeps, give stock. Cooler Raid, what's up? That's done. We have restrictions too, but a hard curfew seems excessive. You know what? A woman tried to get around it. Hold on, do I have time? Yeah, okay. A woman tried to get around the curfew by taking her boyfriend, because you can actually take out your dog during the curfew hours, and you can't go out more than 1 kilometer outside of your home with your dog. So a woman took a leash, put it on her boyfriend's neck, and moved him around. They both got fined $1,500 each. She was like, "I'm just taking out my pet." Nope, that don't work. What's up, Jax? What's up, Siggenmouth? John Philip Tan. My eyes are very bad right now. How you guys doing? How long till it starts? Exactly 15 minutes. Monolith. Saren Hagerman Jensen. Good luck saying my name. Hageman, sorry, Soren Hagman Jensen, maybe. Ken Kill, oh, you can speak French? Oui, je parle français très bien. Je suis capable de parler le français. I'm kidding, I'm perfectly bilingual. Je parle français parfaitement. Close enough, GG. So what are you guys hoping? Put a 1 in chat if you're hoping for an APU. And 2 in chat if you're here for laptops. Because I don't think they're going to release any more CPUs. Well, maybe a 5600. But I highly doubt it, honestly. ¿Cómo está? Bien, ¿y tú? Oh man, guys, I've been trying to figure out my LED situation here. I have one LED right behind the lamp. That's why I put the lamp there. That is green. And it's perpetually green. It's the most annoying thing. My office is in my bedroom, and I live in the buildings that are ground zero for COVID in London. Damn, that's hardcore. Good day. How are them headphones? Oh, did I like them. They're just not the greatest in my opinion. Wait, am I all the way up? Your channel tune is addictive. You're about to hear it because no, actually, that's a different tune. I'm gonna pop up the intro in like 3-4 minutes. The boot sequence live intro. It's different, but I really like that one. I made the beats, by the way. I'm hoping for 6950 XT. Did you if you saw my last video, you might have seen that the 6800 XT was originally named the 5900X, which is 5900 XT, which is pretty cool. I think a 5700 non-X is on the way, maybe. Me too. I don't know when though. I mean, judging by how they handled the whole XT situation last year, I think it might take a while, but we never know. Maybe a Threadripper. I completely forgot about that. Yeah, probably. That's a possibility. I heard you speak the name in French, then I knew. What? Yeah, basically. It's. I think it was a French name. It was either a Quebec or a French name. Want to step from my old 6300 FX system. Wow, man, that's an old CPU, but honestly, it can't be bad. What studio monitors do you use? I use Rocket 6s. You're talking about speakers, right? Because I have 2 Rocket 6s. These are my main. I've had them since 2006. They're the first generation of Rocket 6s. And I also have an 8-inch version, but I use them in my living room for like my speaker setup. They're my downstairs neighbors hate me because they're on the floor and they just rumble down. The GPU market is a shambles. Is in shambles? Yeah, it's pretty much trash. Thankfully, CPUs are not that bad. Like, you can buy a CPU if you're just attentive to the trends and you auto notify or check very often. But unfortunately, GPUs are pretty much completely inaccessible right now. Workstation graphics, please. I don't think you're going to see that at CES. That's more of what is it called? SIGGRAPH, I think. When is it starting? In about 10 minutes, 11 minutes to be exact. I was lucky one to get a 5800X. Yeah, you are. My new system, which by the way, is this big old pile of junk over there, because I'm testing some stuff, is a 3800X. Oh, no, 3700X and a 2080 Super. Imagine having to buy a 2080 Super and a 3800X like a month ago because the GPUs were just inaccessible. That's what I had to do. Love your YouTube presentation style. Thanks for doing the live stream. I choose you over the many others. Thanks, Max Voltage or Max Voltage, depending if you're French or English. What's up, ATTQ? Hello, Jason Wilbur. Hey, I haven't seen you in a while. Did they already do CES event? Not yet. I'm doing the AMD and the Nvidia event. So it's going to be a long 2 hours. Lucky enough to get a 5600X. Hey, you know what? You'll eventually be able to get a 3080. I'm 100% sure. Because the good thing about Nvidia is that they chose to go with Samsung. And Samsung isn't as constrained when compared. Like, they don't have that great a yield, which means it's harder for them to produce a lot. but at least they don't have to compete with the freaking 20 other companies that are making chips at TSMC. Nvidia is making chips at TSMC, although they're making their workstation graphics, not their mainstream gaming graphics. I wanted to ask, are the prices markup for GPUs like Asus announced going to affect other? Yes, unfortunately, it's mostly due to tariffs. Well, according to Asus, it's mostly due to tariffs. So I don't think we'll see a GPU at MSRP. It's all going to be around $80 more, maybe more like $120 more if you're looking at a 3080, possibly. At least that's what I've seen. That's the trend that I've seen. Let me go back up, see if I missed anything. Just out of curiosity, is there any specific hardware that you would recommend for Adobe Photoshop? You don't need a lot for Photoshop. Honestly, if you're just using the Photoshop tool, then you don't have any extra super hard plugins. Just an APU will do the job. I'll be very honest. I'm using my main PC that I'm live streaming this on right now has a 1700X. I think a 3300X right now might be faster than that 1700X. So really, you can get anything. Is it breaking up? My stream quality says it's top notch. It's a 10. EVGA just raised their prices yesterday. Yep. Oh, increases were lower than all the others. Well, it speaks to how EVGA is an Nvidia partner, so I'm guessing like on the last generation they were able to release the 2060 KO at $50 under MSRP, and then everybody followed. But EVGA was the first to start that 299 2060 trend, especially since they're a first-party partner. Like they don't make anything but Nvidia cards. I'm lucky to be near 2 Micro Centers. I had to wait in line. Wow. Oh, damn, you had to wait in line. But was able to get a 5600X and a 3060 Ti. That's a great card. Honestly, I'd choose the 3060 Ti over a 3070 just because it saves me a pretty penny. And I know that when I game, I might game at 1440p. Or if I game at 4K on the Predator thing that I have over here, the screen, I'm gonna lower settings. I don't mind if it's not 8x MSAA or whatever. Was eyeing the 4700G, to be honest. Wait for the 5700G. That thing is a monster. Your mic sound quality is much worse than in your normal videos. Yeah, because I have to use compression and stuff. I'm not sure. Let me turn off compression and see if it makes a difference. Filters. Here, I turned off compression for a little while. You let me know if this makes a difference. And if not, I'll turn off noise suppression. Will the markets on other countries be affected by this US price increase? Yes, because they're pretty much all related. The MSRP from the US dictates the rest of the MSRP. All right, guys, I'm just gonna, since it seems like we've got a lot of you here, let me go ahead and do the... Oh, I'm sorry. Hello, hello, hello. Testing, testing. Okay, I turn off noise suppression instead. I'm sorry. This should be better. But I'm going to go ahead and roll the intro. I turned off noise suppression, so if the quality is better, let me know. I'm using a high quality mic. I mean, it shouldn't be that bad. Okay. Well, I'm going to do my intro. Hold on. Okay, which button is it? It should be this one, and then I go back to that one. I'm not used to live streaming. What's up, guys? I'm Snows, and this is your boot sequence. Your live boot sequence. Rolling them dices, I love it, I love it. I'm rolling them dices, I love it, I love it. everyone, we're back. How do you guys like that beat? That's my jam. I made that. I'm proud of it. My wall is shaking right now. Yeah, that's the boom. That's why I say I like the Beats headphones, because I like when things shake. I like when my car rattles. I actually had to change 2 of the speakers in my car. It was under warranty, but mostly because I play songs like this. Snows, great intro. Thank you very much, my dude. It's a trap. Should I sell my 5800X? Oh, no. No. Keep it. It's a really good one. Oh, if you guys are looking into doing like a music production PC, I'd love to make one. I know that Linus has been saying that he's looking towards doing one, but I mean, I've been doing this for like 15 years, on and off, and I kind of know what kind of computer it runs on. The computer I used to make music on had like a graphics quality wise, because I was a poor kid. It had a maximum of 256 colors, so like my FL Studio looked like a bit crushed atrocity. It was horrible. I had like a tube monitor for the longest time. My computer had not a floppy disk. It had the big floppy, the one that you have to lock in. And I'm not joking. All right, guys. It's time. Let's, well, actually, I'll wait until it actually starts because I have to set up the whole thing. Let me go and see if it's started. Nope, not yet. Oh, wow, they're spamming AMD in chat. Okay. That paused, though. I thought the stream stopped. It did not. Abby Mangalan? Nori Tips tried to spam AMD. Wait, maybe he did it right, but on my thing, it's all jumbled. You need a blue snowflake microphone. I use it with 5-year-old MacBook Air for my music. Oh, no. Trust. Oh, hold on. I'll be right back. I got to show you something. I got it. Now this is a microphone. I bought it like 5 years ago, and I still haven't touched it because I'm scared. You want to know why? Look at this beauty. This is a blue reactor. Look at this. This dial, it lights up, and you can change the cardioid pattern by doing this. And also, the head can swivel. This thing is magnificent. I forgot how much it cost, but I know I got it on super sale, and I was like, this is insane. I'm keeping it forever. I think I got it for $250. I know it sounds like a lot, but back then, oh man, I would spend 3 times that amount to get like a good quality blue microphone. I had a blue bottle, and I think it's called a baby bottle. I sold it. I had a Bluebird, the blue one, the blue microphone. I sold it. I bought this one. I kept it. But I like to use cheap microphones. Believe it or not, every single one of the songs that I made were on cheap microphones. I don't know if it's the jacket, but you're looking buff. No, I'm looking fat. I gained like 40-something pounds. All right, guys, it's about to start in about a minute. I'm going to take a look and make sure that it's started. And let's go. I'm going to have to move the chat to the other screen. Oh, wait. Is OBS going to... I'm not sure what's going to happen. I'm going to... Wow, this is loud. Okay, I'm going to try to switch to the AMD stream. Oh, it worked. Hold on, I just got to do something real quick. It hasn't started just yet, but as you can see, I'm back. I'm back. Here you go. I'm here now. I'm gonna lower this. Let me know if it's too loud. If the YouTube thing is too loud. Sounds cheap. Yeah, but I got it on like a deep discount. Both are fine. The sound of the AMD stream and my voice. You want me to turn up the AMD stream? I'm gonna turn it up. I just gotta lower the headphones. What's up? I'm not gonna try to say your name. Sankar Bura. Voice is fine. Barely hear the AMD stream. Okay, I'm gonna pump it up. I'm gonna pump it up. I gotta make a 1 second trip. I'll be right back.
Welcome to CES. I'm thrilled to introduce today's keynote speaker, AMD President and Chief Executive Officer, Dr. Lisa Su. She's also was just recognized as Fortune's #2 most powerful business person of the year. She is known for making big bets, leading disciplined execution against ambitious roadmaps, forging meaningful partnerships, and accelerating the growth and trajectory of AMD. Lisa Su has made a name for herself.
I made it back.
Industry leader who is pursuing cutting-edge
Sorry.
technologies that change the world. AMD products and technologies are helping to redefine the technology industry. We already see that through its work with PCs. where
AMD could be 15% louder. Perfect.
The future of education, entertainment, gaming, and work as it continues to push the envelope on performance. And in the cloud, where AMD technology powers some of the most important services, from video conferencing to video streaming. It's hard to tour the all-digital CES and not see something that AMD is a part of. From powerful desktops used by content creators to notebooks and Chromebooks that have assisted in the virtual schooling of children everywhere, to your favorite new game consoles, AMD touches so many facets of life-changing technology. Dr. Su is an engineer, technologist, and problem solver at heart who has always been driven to find meaningful solutions to challenges and successfully advancing leading-edge semiconductor and high-performance computing technologies throughout her career.
That's great.
Prior to joining AMD, Dr. Su held technology and business leadership positions at IBM and Freescale Semiconductor, now NXP. I'm excited to welcome Dr. Lisa Su to CES.
I'm gonna swap to the beats because they just, otherwise you're gonna hear the stream through my ears.
Technology changes the world.
Oh, look at that, the future. You know, touchscreen keyboards, just how everybody wants it.
Hardware needs heart. Software needs soul. When processing power meets brain power, tomorrow comes alive. 1,000 ideas spark inside one mind. The world shrinks. Horizons expand. The speed of progress leaves us breathless.
Of course. After
With
standing desks,
high-performance computing
you got
to
sliding
lift
desks.
us, we see more possibilities, new opportunities. We see where the future starts.
Oh, Lisa about to come out.
everyone. Thank you to Gary and to all of you for joining us today at CES 2021. It's an honor to keynote CES for the second time. I know for most of us, we start every January together, so doing a virtual keynote is certainly different. At CES last year, none of us could have imagined all the things that would happen in 2020 as we navigated the COVID-19 pandemic globally. I know it was a challenging year for everyone, but it was also a year where we experienced firsthand the increasingly important role technology plays in every aspect of our lives. For all of us in the tech industry, although we've had our set of challenges, 2020 was perhaps one of our most productive years. From how we work, to how our kids learned, to our entertainment, to accelerating the pace of our digital transformation, high-performance computing has never been more important in our daily lives or to our future. The world needed us to turbocharge our technology capabilities, and our industry delivered wonderfully in so many different ways. At AMD, our focus has always been to push the envelope on high-performance computing across the cloud, infrastructure, and personal computing. And in 2020, we broadened our focus to ensure we were working with our partners to drive innovation, provide more capability, and meet the new requirements of a digital-first world. I'm most proud of the work we have done with technology applied to solve some of the world's most challenging research problems. A great example of this is the work in the scientific community. Scientists and researchers really pivoted on a dime to pool their resources to rally around research on vaccines, therapeutics, and other important learnings to combat and understand the pandemic. And to help them do this, the AMD COVID-19 HPC Fund donated over 12 petaflops of supercomputing last year to many of the world's leading universities and labs conducting infectious disease research. Let's hear from some of the researchers on their work.
Man, you guys are too funny.
When the pandemic came along, there was a remarkable moment. Almost overnight, it seemed, the researchers that had been working on various other applications changed their research quickly to address COVID more directly.
I've never seen such a universal desire to reach out across disciplines to form these interdisciplinary collaborations to try to do what we can to understand this virus, to understand the COVID-19 disease, and to help overcome the pandemic.
I'm the director of the Quran Institute of Mathematical Sciences.
I'm an associate professor of molecular biosciences.
We run the big computers. We do high-performance computing.
I am a professor in the Department of Mathematics and Statistics.
There's never enough computing available. There's always a huge demand.
That is where the AMD donation really comes into play. It's going to allow us to take all of this big data and make sense of it.
The hardware will enable scientific breakthroughs because it has been designed specifically to be an AI-capable machine.
The fact that this new platform that's being provided to us by AMD can do this quadrillion calculations per second, really allows us to build more sophisticated models.
High-performance computing that can process massive amounts of data and then couple it to simulations to make predictions. It could be just a game changer.
We're going to have the capability of feeding all of these parameters, the molecular parameters, cellular parameters, clinical parameters from patients into machine learning algorithms.
We're now not limited anymore by how quickly those machine learning algorithms can run because of how powerful these new GPU clusters are. Jobs that used to take weeks on a supercomputer to run can happen in a matter of hours.
When you're dealing with a pandemic, time is important, and getting solutions and ideas and possible, therapeutics and drugs as soon as you can is of paramount importance.
We have many people across 55 departments, or more than 55 departments in fact, that are doing COVID-related research.
The researchers made these rapid changes in their work, and I think that speaks to the generality of the machine learning methods, but also to the power of the computing. And then AMD came along with this remarkable gift of tremendous additional computing power at just the right time to help us accelerate the research results that leads to real answers.
The industry ability to partner with universities is a real boon to scientific development.
It's a really exciting time to be doing science where the computer is really a part of the experiment, can take us to places we never expected we'd be able to go.
People feel like they're a partner, they're part of something important. They all, drop what they have to do and they go work on this thing. We're all in it together, and that is just something really, really nice to see.
Those researchers truly are inspiring. And you know that what they're learning will not only help in this pandemic, but will actually position us much, much better for the future. Now, when the pandemic hit, our lives actually changed, practically overnight, as we went to working, schooling, and sheltering at home. In many businesses, digital transformations that typically would have taken years to complete were adopted in a matter of weeks or months. And while these shifts were challenging on a personal level, the differences were dramatic on the planet. Just take a look at some of the satellite data. This shows the level of harmful emissions in the skies over Europe. Fewer people on the roads meant significantly reduced emissions, improved air quality, and visibly less smog. At the same time, we transitioned to the new normal of working and schooling from home. We've all needed to adapt to new ways of communicating and collaborating, which has placed significantly higher demands on our digital infrastructure and made devices like the PC even more essential. So if you take a look at some of the user stats, Zoom users are now approaching 3.5 trillion minutes of meetings per year. Cisco WebEx meeting participants recently hit 600 million per month. And Microsoft Teams is now supporting 115 million daily active users.
Jesus Christ,
all of these examples make it clear how over the last year, our relationship with technology has fundamentally changed. The pandemic has elevated technology to become an essential part of how we live, work, play, and communicate. And at the center of all this technology is high-performance computing. That's why I'm very excited today to be joined by leaders from several of the industry's most important companies to share their perspective on the technology trends and products that will define 2021. Together, we'll show you how advances in high-performance computing will once again reset expectations for what's possible across PCs, gaming, and the data center. So with that as an introduction, let's get started with one of our biggest partners and a company that plays a significant role across each of these markets.
I only saw
laptops. To talk more about our work together, please welcome Microsoft Chief Product Officer, Panos Panay.
Hi, Lisa.
Hey, Panos, it's so good to see you. Thank you for joining me today.
You bet.
Boy, I think I've connected with you quite a bit over the past few months on Microsoft Teams, so I feel like I see you in the screen all the time.
We've definitely learned to work together this way, for sure.
So look, it's been an incredible time in the world and, certainly for tech. Microsoft is at the center of that and really empowering people. Can you tell me a little bit about what it's been like for you and the team at Microsoft these last 10 months?
Like many people at Microsoft, they're learning to work differently. And, I feel that certainly. I mean, yesterday I was in a meeting with Satya. My dogs were barking in the background, the garage door opened, and, you're kind of working through it. I think like everybody, we're still adapting, still learning. It takes time. How we connect
64 Max,
with each other is changing right now, Lisa, in a
with
huge
the
way.
19%
how we work
IPC
is changing,
increase.
how we learn is changing. So school, work, even how we're gaming, which is so important to what we do together.
Epic is already
and ultimately
one league
we're
above,
seeing that,
even with keeping the same
Microsoft,
core count.
That PC, it's becoming more essential than it's ever been before. But not only as a productivity tool, but as a tool to connect with other humans and people in general, whether it's at school or work. And you see that. You just said it. As we work together, it's super powerful because we can continue to move forward, continue to push the boundaries. And I think between our companies, it's our responsibility to help tech disappear into the background and help people do that connection. Our customers need that right now more than ever.
I heard the audio
you talk about how
drop.
Folks are kind of working at Microsoft, but then you can see this intensity of usage of our products together. That's really coming to life. How we support that day in and day out matters, but how we look to the future also. And to your point, whether it's the intensity on Teams or Windows or Azure on the back end supporting so much, or just the delight of being able to game on a PC or an Xbox right now, that you have a whole team at Microsoft, a whole company, if you will, kind of rallying around how to help people stay connected, work, play, and learn, and ultimately being able to partner with AMD has been phenomenal for us.
Well, look, I think, Panos, actually, I think we see it exactly the same way. It's such a special time where we can really use technology to help people do all the things that they need to do, and frankly, it is how we stay connected. So, I'm so proud of the work that we've done together. It's, our partnership is just incredibly broad and, spans all the way from, cloud and data center to, console gaming, and then, to Windows and Surface. It's just been, so great to partner with your team. So can you talk a little bit about some of the co-engineering and what we're trying to accomplish?
Yeah, I think it'd be great. I'd love to. First, let me just say, AMD's momentum right now is incredible. The impact you're having on the world, the work you've done Let me just say that, like, and truly from the most humblest place. Like, we've been working together, Lisa, for a long time, you and I. But before I get into any of that, we should start right now. When you talk partnerships, we got to start with gaming, don't we? Working on the Xbox Series X and Series S. This work doesn't happen in a silo. This is two teams getting together, getting right down to the depth of what it means to deliver an incredible gaming experience. Now we have this the most performant console on the planet, and that's the work we do together. I think some people just think sometimes I hear it just happens. No, these are two teams coming together, working in detail. Then take it to the next level, the work you're doing with Azure, the detailed work with AMD and Azure coming together with Epic, delivering for Game Pass and xCloud. Like, these are real depth partnerships. And here's my favorite thing, and the way we work together, and for those of you who don't know, like, you can take that architecture and that thinking that drives the Xbox, the RDNA architecture, if you will, RDNA 2, I think, and you just move that into what is the PC. Like, and that's what just, now I get super excited, of course, because you know how much I love Windows, how much I love working on these products. Leading into your Radeon product, which has been so incredibly powerful for the PC right now to help gamers push forward, to help the high-performance PC compute happen. And right now, think about customers in this time. We have that intensity of usage. This is even CAD at home or gaming at home, being able to push 64-core computing with Threadripper. You're doing all that with us, but it's really the detailed work of the two teams coming together that bring that to life. But let me also share with you, we created a small video for you, Lisa. I knew what we were coming on today, and I thought, boy, it'd be so fun.
Yeah, I'd love to see it. Panos, that was fantastic. Thank you again for joining us. It was great to see you, and thanks for providing those insights for our audience.
What a blast. Lisa, thank you for having me. I really am grateful, and thank you for this partnership. I think AMD is doing amazing things right now, and your tech is moving this world forward, and we're so grateful for it.
Now let's turn our attention to PCs. In 2020, approximately 300 million notebooks, desktops, and Chromebooks were sold. That's the highest number since 2014, and we expect demand to be even higher in 2021 as the PC continues playing an even larger role in our daily lives. At AMD, we believe the PC has never been more essential. Now, last November, we introduced our first processors powered by our new Zen 3 CPU core. Zen 3 is a new architecture that brings new capabilities to PCs while delivering leadership performance and energy efficiency. The Zen 3 core is a phenomenal example of AMD's dedication to building the best technology. We redesigned the core to deliver our largest generation-over-generation performance increase since we launched the Zen family. Zen 3 increases our lead in overall performance and energy efficiency and also delivers the best single-threaded performance. As a result, the Ryzen 5000 series CPUs are the fastest processors in the world for gamers and creators. Now, we designed Zen 3 to scale from ultra-thin notebooks all the way up to supercomputers. And I'm excited to announce we're starting 2021 by launching the most powerful PC processors ever built for ultra-thin and gaming notebooks. Today, I'm proud to introduce the AMD Ryzen 5000 series mobile processors powered by our new Zen 3 core. These new chips offer both tremendous performance and long battery life. In fact, AMD is the only company with an 8-core x86 processor for ultra-thins. For many years, the notebook PC market was on an incremental pace. By combining our leadership design capabilities with 7-nanometer process technology, our 4000 series mobile processors launched last year set a new performance trajectory for notebook processors. And we continue that new performance trajectory in 2021 with our Ryzen 5000 series mobile processors. You can expect to do more, to be more productive, and to have more immersive gaming experiences with a notebook powered by our new Ryzen mobile processors. Now, with so many of us working and learning from home in 2020, the performance and capabilities of our home PC actually defined how we worked and how we learned and much of our social interaction. We saw our productivity, our ability to create, and our opportunities to connect limited by the computing power of our PC. And for many of us, we wanted more. Our new AMD Ryzen 5000 series mobile processors for ultra-thin notebooks will be a significant step forward in performance and efficiency. With up to 8 of our new Zen 3 cores, the AMD Ryzen 5000 series are the best processors in the world for thin and light notebooks. Whether you're running general office productivity applications or more CPU-intensive tasks like video rendering, photo editing, or 3D design, the Ryzen 5000 series actually sets the new bar for leadership performance. Now, the AMD Ryzen 7 5800U is our best ultra-thin notebook processor. It has 8 cores, 16 threads with a boost up to 4.4 gigahertz, and all of this while operating within a 15-watt thermal design that's required for these ultra-thin notebooks. Now, when you take a look at the benchmarks across a large range of applications, it's just very clear that the Ryzen 7 5800U just runs your software faster. It's a very special product, the fastest x86 processor in the world for thin and light notebooks. Now, the performance is really great, but in the notebook form factor, battery life is also extremely important. And this is where the energy efficiency of the Zen 3 core truly shines. We've just done a ton of optimization in this space, and with the Ryzen 5000 series, you can expect up to 17.5 hours of general use and 21 hours of video playback on a single charge. Now that's a major jump compared to our previous generation and true all-day battery life. Now, notebook customers don't just buy thin and light laptops, but millions of people actually buy notebooks to play PC games. AMD has a rich history in PC gaming and deep ties to the gaming community. Gamers actually want desktop-like performance in the notebook form factor, and that's exactly what we built. Our new HX series mobile processors raise the bar for gaming notebooks. The HX brand actually represents our commitment to build the best processors for gaming. They feature the same Zen 3 cores from our best-in-class Ryzen 5000 desktop processors that deliver leadership frame rates. They're also unlocked for overclocking and have higher thermal ratings for sustained performance, which is key for gaming. Now let me introduce you to our top-of-the-line Ryzen 9 HX processors. The 5900HX boosts up to 4.6 gigahertz, while the 5980HX boosts up to 4.8 gigahertz, both with 8 cores and thermal design power of 45 watts or higher. So now let's take a look at the Ryzen 5900HX in action. What you're looking at here is a very graphics-intensive game, Horizon Zero Dawn, running on our new Ryzen 5900HX processor. We're running this game at 1080p with a high detail preset to really stress the CPU. And as you can see, our new mobile HX processors are delivering smooth frame rates of over 100 frames per second. And for all of you looking for a mobile 4K experience, I'm happy to report that gaming notebooks featuring our new HX processors are also capable of delivering smooth gaming experiences when running at 4K at high settings. Now turning to some benchmarks versus the competition, whether you're talking about single-threaded performance or overall CPU performance, the HX series wins by a wide margin. This is why the best gaming notebooks of 2021 will be powered by AMD Ryzen mobile HX processors. To bring the Ryzen 5000 mobile processors to market, we're really pleased with the strong partnership with the industry's leading PC OEMs. This year, we expect the number of notebook designs powered by our new generation of Ryzen mobile processors to grow by 50% compared to the Ryzen 4000 series. We expect more than 150 ultra-thin gaming and professional notebooks powered by Ryzen 5000 series to launch this year. This means even more choice for consumers. And you won't have to wait long to get your hands on these new systems, with the first notebooks expected to be on sale from the world's top notebook providers in February. We couldn't be more excited about what the Ryzen 5000 will do for you in 2021. To drive innovation in the PC market, you need great partners. Our next guest leads one of the world's largest PC companies. Let's welcome HP CEO and a great friend, Enrique Lores. Hi, Enrique. Thank you so much for joining me today. It's great to see you to start the new year together.
Lisa, it's great to see you as well, and congratulations for keynoting this year in AMD, and also for all the success of AMD.
Well, look, we are so honored to be partnered with HP. HP has really been at the center of Silicon Valley innovation. And during the past year, you and I have talked a lot about, really the charge that you're leading in helping consumers and businesses use technology to transform the way we live, work, and learn. Can you tell us a little bit about some of the trends that you've seen accelerating over the past year?
Sure. I think one of the most important things we have seen during the last months is that PCs have become essential. With people working from home, kids learning from home, playing from home, families entertaining from home, the PC have become really the center of all these processes. And this is driving a new source of innovation, enabling people to do things from their homes, connecting to their offices, really becoming much more efficient. And this is what we all have been working together. And I think we also have learned that it's not only about developing technology, it's about developing technology that everybody can access, because I think we have an obligation as well to make sure that technology doesn't help to divide our current societies. So this is something that we are working together on that I think is very important as well.
No, I think you're absolutely right, Enrique. It's such an opportunity for us to offer technology to help people in all walks of life. So look, I think the AMD-HP partnership has spanned a really broad reach from commercial PCs to gaming and creator PCs. So we just showed everyone the new AMD Ryzen 5000 mobile processors, and we truly appreciate the deep partnership with HP. Can you tell us about some of the designs that you're planning this year?
Yes, and before that, it's probably useful to recap a bit. I still remember the first meeting you and I had when none of us were the CEOs of our companies, where we were thinking and designing the first commercial PCs with AMD. And we have really gone a long way since these very early conversations 6-7 years ago. And I think with the launches this year, we have really shown how much progress we have made. And whether we look at the versatility of the new designs, the security that we have built into the solutions, and the new form factors and the premium designs that we are bringing, clearly we are making a difference, and we are showing what the combination of both companies can bring to the market.
No, you're so right, Enrique. What I really appreciate is that every year the technology gets better, the partnership gets better, and I think our what we can offer our customers gets better. So look, it's an incredible time for innovation in the PC market and across tech more broadly. Enrique, thank you so much for joining us today. I'm really, really thankful for our partnership and look forward to all the great new devices that we'll have out in 2021. Thank you.
Thank you, Lisa.
Now let's turn our attention to gaming. Gaming has continued to grow in recent years, and 2020 was another record year. 4 in 5 US consumers have played a video game in the past 6 months. And at $174 billion in annual revenue, the gaming industry is actually larger than the movie and music industries combined. We're now approaching 3 billion people playing games. That's 40% of the world's population. Now, gaming is at the heart of so much of what we do at AMD. Gamers push us to innovate faster because they always want more. More frames, more pixels, and more immersive experiences. Which is exactly what we delivered with our new CPUs and GPUs and the new generation of game consoles powered by AMD. The hottest products in the world today are the new game consoles from Microsoft and Sony. Panos mentioned our work with Microsoft to build high-performance CPUs and GPUs for the Xbox Series X and Series S. We're also incredibly proud of our deep partnership with Sony to power the new PlayStation 5. All these next-generation consoles use custom AMD SoCs with Ryzen and Radeon technology. Console gaming has never looked better, and AMD is providing the underlying technology pushing 4K gaming across these platforms. Now, for PC gamers, we introduced high-end graphics cards to the desktop PC market at the end of 2020 with the Radeon RX 6000 series. With the Radeon 6900 XT, 6800 XT, and 6800, we have leadership at the high end. The reviews and awards for these products have been fantastic, and we know that millions of gamers are excited about the RX 6000 series. Whether you're building your own gaming rig or buying a new gaming PC, we truly have the best for PC gamers. We're working with our partners to drive a record number of premium desktop gaming systems from OEMs and from system builders, featuring our new Radeon RX 6000 series graphics cards and our Ryzen 5000 series desktop CPUs. Now, the underlying graphics architecture for all these new PC and console products is AMD RDNA 2. With RDNA 2, we really exceeded our goals. We doubled the performance from the first generation of RDNA in 2019, and we achieved a 65% performance per watt increase while supporting the full DX12 Ultimate experience for gamers. The team did a great job with this architecture, and you'll see many more products in 2021 with RDNA 2. We talked about the importance of gaming notebooks a bit earlier, and we'll be bringing RDNA 2 to gaming notebooks next. So let me show you a preview of the RDNA 2 graphics architecture in a notebook
They're
reference
still talking
design.
about laptops.
What you're looking at here is Dirt 5, another demanding game running at ultra-high settings in 1440p. And what you see is more than 60 frames per second. Just beautiful, smooth gameplay. We're on track to launch the first notebooks with RDNA 2 in the first half of the year with our partners. And you'll also see new mainstream RDNA 2 desktop graphic card designs in the first half of the year as well. We're very excited to have RDNA 2 across the entire spectrum, from consoles to desktops to notebooks
half of 2021.
Now, while console and PC gaming are the most fun for some people, for others, it's gorgeous content and Hollywood films. Today, high-performance computing makes it faster and less expensive to produce amazing movies and TV shows. My next guest has overseen some of the most beloved stories and characters ever, with visual effects and computer animation powered by AMD. Francois Chardavon is the head of technology for Lucasfilm and Industrial Light and Magic.
Hi, really happy to be here, Lisa.
Great to see you. Thanks for joining us. So ILM, Lucasfilm, and AMD have worked together now for more than a decade, yet 2020 is probably one of the most memorable of the years that we've worked together. The demand for content is through the roof. Can you tell us a little bit about how 2020 has changed the way you work?
Absolutely, you're right. Lucasfilm just recently announced 10 new series and feature films, and a lot of studios are doing the same thing. The content creation is through the roof across all of the major content creators. And for ILM in particular, despite all the disruption for 2020, it's been an incredibly busy year.
Yeah, so it's important that they do the whole laptop thing. It's great. There's a huge market for it, but it's just unfortunate that he focused so much on it. For us consumers, like the PC gamers, I guess.
Up all of our infrastructure to make sure that we're making the best choices possible. One of the most important parts of our infrastructure for what we do is the render farm, really the compute firepower that creates all of the images that you see on screen. And for Sydney, we decided to go exclusively.
Yeah, I can't skip this, I'm sorry.
To build our facility up. And that was something that really empowered that studio to hit the ground running despite all the disruption of 2020.
Wow, Francois, that's just fascinating. I mean, just to think of all of the things that you guys have to think about when you're, producing, the best content in the world. So, you guys were really an early adopter of AMD EPYC and Threadripper. Can you tell us a little bit about how the tech works for you?
Absolutely. I mean, I think for us, it's really about scale and flexibility. Scale just to produce the sheer amount of content across all of our studios where we just need as much firepower as possible. And AMD is really focused on building out.
That's what I'm the most worried about, that their mobile GPUs will suck up a lot of power and be a lot less efficient than NVIDIA's offerings. I know it seems crazy, but NVIDIA has the scale.
More than it ever has, even for interactive processes, not just the overnight processes, where more and more we're just seeing software take advantage of that sheer amount of threads that are available with AMD processors. In a way that software never has before. And so artists are able to make changes and immediately see the results. That gives you more of an intuitive sense of how when you turn the knob, it really affects what you see on screen. That really changes how you approach the creative process.
Francois, you sound like you love cores and threads just as much as I do. So we love that. But you're really pushing the envelope on what technology can do, and it sounds like there are actually things that you can do in your creative pipeline or workflow that you weren't able to do before. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
As artists more and more are having to tackle really high resolution content, high dynamic range, more bit depth, it's just a lot of data to process. And a lot of the codecs, the compression algorithms for the content are becoming more and more elaborate than they have before. And being able to play back at speed 4K content, 8K content, we have rides that are projected on huge screens that are sometimes multiple 16K content. We've never been able to review that before. And that's an area where we're really looking to AMD to help us solve that problem in a cost-effective way that used to be really limited to specialized hardware. And AMD is making that a whole lot more commoditized than it ever has in the past.
That's fantastic. Really, really exciting stuff. I know we're all looking forward to seeing it. Well, thank you so much for joining us today and giving us, some of your insights on how high performance computing really does enable all of the wonderful work that you do at ILM and Lucasfilm. We're really proud to be your partner and really look forward to doing much, much more together in the future.
Thank you so much, Lisa.
It's
this
time,
has been great,
Lisa.
and AMD has been an
Give us
amazing
those
partner through all this.
APUs.
Let's take a look at some of the great work by Lucasfilm and ILM
Oh my
using
God.
high performance computing. To share more about our work in the PC, workstation, and server markets, let's welcome our great friend, Lenovo Chairman and CEO, Yang Yuanqing. YY, it's great to see you today. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Lisa. Thank you for having me here.
I've heard you say Lenovo is focused on building smarter technology for all, data center, PCs, mobile phones, and smart devices. Can you tell me a little bit about what the Lenovo team experienced in 2020 when it comes to the world's transition to digital first?
Why some people predicted a smartphone would replace PC and tablets before. The work and study from home trend have proven PC to be an essential productivity tool now. Although this trend was studied by the pandemic, it has now become a new lifestyle. So even after the pandemic, we believe this new lifestyle will stay. And Lenovo is committed to meet our customers' requirements.
We enjoy such a great partnership that spans from data center to workstation to all forms of PC. Lenovo has some of the best solutions with AMD products, whether it's our Ryzen 5000 or our Threadripper workstation products or our AMD EPYC product line. How do you view our expanding partnership and what we're able to bring to customers in these markets?
We are happy to address different customer needs with a broad portfolio of technologies and solutions we create with AMD. Our Legion gaming system are well recognized by esports enthusiasts. Our yoga products are the perfect blend of style and performance. Our ThinkPad and ThinkBook allows professionals take their productivity home or anywhere. And our workstations continue to generate creative contents and inspire the world.
That's just really fantastic, YY. We're starting a new year together during our digital CES, and I know you often use CES to kick off your most important announcements for the year. So can you tell us about some of the things that you're excited about for 2021?
As part of our smarter technology for all vision, we believe there should also be connectivity for all. We have embedded 5G technology across a number of our products to make sure they can be always on and always connected. But 2020 told us that what our customers need in the new normal is a breakthrough in a few existing technologies that have become absolutely essential today. We are leveraging advanced technology like artificial intelligence and the latest hardware innovations to drive breakthrough in this space. As a customer-centric company, Lenovo is definitely focused on innovations that makes the biggest impact on customers' lives today and in the future.
That sounds super exciting, YY. Thank you again for joining us today. I'm really looking forward to all the great new AMD-powered products Lenovo has in the works. We've talked about the impact of high-performance computing in our research, in our work, in education, gaming, and the movies. But high-performance computing is also changing the world of professional sports. AMD is very proud to be an official partner to the 7-time champion Mercedes-AMG Formula One racing team. Now let's talk to our superstar driver Lewis Hamilton and team CEO Toto Wolff to find out how the world of high-performance computing and auto racing and esports are coming together. Lewis, how are you? It's so great to see you after such a busy year.
I'm sorry, but this is getting so boring.
First, congratulations on your record-tying 7th Formula One Drivers' Championship. Just simply amazing. Toto, thanks for joining us, and congratulations to you as well for winning your 7th Constructors' Championship as a team.
Thank you for having me. I'm pleased to join you. And yeah, it was another good season. We won a 7th Constructor Championship. It was a difficult year with COVID-19, but finally on track, we were successful.
Oh, it's fantastic. I know it was such a grueling year, but you guys were just amazing. And hey, one of the things I know about you is that you love gaming, and AMD loves gaming too. In fact, I heard you might be having some fun in your downtime with your new AMD-powered Sony PlayStation 5.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I've actually always been. You know, my dad was actually. He was always into computers, and when I was younger, when we started racing, he worked on computers.
Well, my
for the
dad
British
too.
Rail, and then he got into his own IT and network support company. So I remember being at home growing up, and my dad taking apart these the PCs, and I remember getting involved and learning how to build computers for him when I started working with him when I was 17. I was always into gaming, and watching the technology advance over the years has been absolutely mind-blowing. And yes, of course, I've been nagging everyone for the PS5 like everyone is, and I finally got it, and I actually carry it around with me. I travel with it everywhere I go, and I have a real gaming monitor, the whole headphones. I'm fully geared up.
I'm just imagining you getting into the zone with your PS5, so that's wonderful. Look, you know, one of the reasons AMD is an official partner to your team is that Formula One is such a great application of high-performance computing technology. Can you just tell me a little bit about your view of the role of technology in racing and how the team depends on partners like our computing technology?
Well, it's incredible when people look at the image next to you of the Formula One car. You know, everything is built in-house. Pretty much everything is built in-house. Give or take the tires and maybe brakes, but majority of the stuff is designed in-house and built in-house and designed on CAD machines. We, you know, the technology in terms of the software they use for aero data analysis. We have a real wind tunnel, and then we have a virtual wind tunnel. And the crazy amount of computing power that takes place for that.
So while this man talks about his wind tunnels and stuff, and his wheels and rubber and cars and engines, which we absolutely need in our PCs, I got a good drive upgrade. It's a 2 terabyte Sabrent. It's their last generation PCIe 4. The new generation is insane. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That was probably more interesting than whatever he was talking about with his multi-million-dollar salary and his multi-million-dollar car. He does risk his life, though.
From a driver's point of view, to get ahead, you need to understand the data. That's understanding all the controls. I have over 20 buttons on my steering wheel that have a direct link to how the car behaves. So I'm studying that in the background on computers all the time. And also when we come back into the garage, the car downloads and the data pops up on my screen, and I'm having to push that technology to be faster. The faster we can get that, the faster I can analyze it, and the faster I can get back out there and improve. So it's a huge part and huge asset for us, and I'm super grateful that we have AMD with us.
Oh, it'll be fantastic to watch. We're looking forward to it. So our work with you and the team goes much deeper than seeing the AMD brand on the beautiful W11 car. You know, from the computing needed to design the setup and set up the cars to the notebooks and desktops that the team uses on track and everywhere in between. Can you talk a little bit about how you're...
Wait a second, the Nvidia stream is starting right now? What am I supposed to do? Alright guys, AMD or Nvidia? You guys choose. AMD or Nvidia? Type it down.
Is the technical collaboration and the advantage that you provide to us. And it's not only hardware like the desktops or the notebooks.
It says it's starting in 2 minutes. I'm gonna have both in the same window. Okay? We'll do that. I'm gonna... Okay. Give me a second. It's still like a minute away, I think.
And now, Toto, you're responsible for not just the Formula One team, but the Formula E team, as well as the esports team.
Okay, I'm gonna have to do a whole switcheroo. Give me a second. I'm minimizing this, moving this around to this. There you go. I'm gonna mute this. We're gonna go on to this one. We're gonna look at it, but I'm still gonna have the Nvidia one on my other screen, the AMD one on the other screen, so I can see what's happening there. Oh, what the hell? They debated me. They freaking rickrolled me.
It has become an area of performance, like with the real car. So it's all about simulation. It's about development and the setup.
I can't do the Nvidia. It's gonna take a little while before it starts. It says 13 minutes or something.
You have been part.
Yeah, but the Nvidia, I can't do it right now. It's gonna take about 13 minutes before it starts.
Super cool.
So don't worry, we're gonna cover both. I think AMD is done too. I'm not gonna cut off Lisa. I'm gonna let her talk.
I'm really looking forward to our partnership continuing and seeing what happens as we go through the year.
Yes, we are really happy and proud to have you on board, and you help us with the competitive edge. And yes, thank you very much for having me.
We're gonna see both. Don't worry. Now we're just gonna let Mama Sue
Now let's turn our attention
give us
to one
off.
of the most important areas of high-performance computing: the data center, cloud, and supercomputing. During our 2019 CES keynote, we demonstrated the world's first 64-core x86 server processor. Since then, AMD EPYC processors have been adopted by the largest cloud service providers, the fastest supercomputers, and in the heart of the enterprise. In addition to the researchers we heard from earlier using AMD technologies for medical research, our EPYC processors are also being used for research in areas like weather forecasting, climate change, and energy exploration. From AWS to Google to Microsoft, Tencent Cloud, and Oracle, the largest cloud providers have adopted EPYC processors to power their internal infrastructure and services. And that incredible growth in video collaboration I highlighted earlier, those too are powered by AMD EPYC, including services like Microsoft Teams running on Azure. And while each of these customers has unique needs and requirements, they all share one thing in common. They will take as much computing power as they can get, and they all want more. That's why we're so excited about our upcoming 3rd Gen EPYC processors. 3rd Gen EPYC will reset the bar for data center computing. With up to 64 leadership Zen 3 cores, our next generation server processors extend our leadership in performance, total cost of ownership, and security. But today, we wanted to give you the world's first preview of the upcoming processors, codenamed Milan, running WRF, one of the most popular tools used for climate research and weather forecasting. WRF is used in 185 countries, and as you might expect, to simulate something as complex as a weather system, WRF is an extremely demanding application that benefits from more processing power. Let's take a look at the competitive performance of our upcoming Milan processors running a simulation. In this test, we're comparing two comparably configured servers running a compute-intensive weather forecast for the continental United States. The system on the right features two of our next-generation 32-core Milan processors, and the system on the left features two of the highest-end dual-socket processors from our competition. We're taking in a large set of climate data to produce a 6-hour weather forecast, and what you see is that the additional performance of the AMD EPYC processors completes the simulation much, much faster. The 3rd Gen EPYC server completed the forecast 68% faster than the competition. And the speed to complete in this case is very important because if the simulation runs faster, it means scientists improve the accuracy of the forecast by using a larger data set for the model or running more simulations per day. Now just imagine how much more performance you're going to see with two 64-core Milan processors. We're extremely excited about bringing 3rd Gen EPYC to market and can't wait to show you more when we launch later this quarter. Now, it's been so much fun today, but it's time to wrap this up. I'm so thankful for our amazing partners who joined us today. Panos Panay from Microsoft, Enrique Lores from
that
HP,
was it.
Francois Chardavon from Lucasfilm ILM, YY from Lenovo, and Lewis Hamilton and Toto Wolff
At least we
from
got
Mercedes
YY.
AMG Formula One. Today, we've seen the power of high-performance computing, from scientific research to education to global business to auto racing to gaming and filmmaking. I hope you're leaving with the same excitement that I have. I'm really proud to be part of this amazing industry, and when we work together across disciplines, the technology that we build can make a huge impact on people's lives. AMD and our partners will continue to push the envelope on high-performance computing in 2021 and the years ahead. Thank you for joining me today, and have a fantastic digital CES experience.
At least we got YY and Susu, and now they say bye-bye. And it begins in 10 minutes. No, it shouldn't be 10 minutes, 8 minutes. Okay, perfect. I'm just gonna lower the volume for a second. Let's talk about what we just saw from AMD. Not amazing, but at least we know that their laptops are upcoming, and they're gonna be pretty great. Unfortunately, I got debated into the Nvidia event. So what do you guys think? You're up for laptops? Because that's pretty much all AMD talked about. They did say, okay, we now know, we kind of knew already, but she did say that a dual fan design and a single fan reference design GPU are coming in this first half of 2021. There were two pictures, one with a dual fan, one with a single fan. I'm guessing 6700 XT and 6700 probably, but yeah. Stream is off? No, it should be on. I mean, the stream is playing, but yeah, we gotta wait. Oh, I should change the thumbnail. Give me a sec. Can I do that? I hope I can. And I'm just gonna switch Nvidia's turn to show us the goods. Nvidia CES 2021. Oh, let me add some. I'm gonna save. I'm about to sneeze, and I don't want to sneeze in y'all's ear. Let me change the thumbnail. Don't tell me I can't change the thumbnail. Oh, I can press edit. Hey, here you go. Press that button, do change, and I have the other thumbnail already ready. Yeah, that's not that much of a bop. AMD had a better music track in their thing. All right. There you go. Title has been changed. The song can be copyrighted. Oh damn! Let me pause this then. Let me play the music of the intro then. Maybe I can. I don't think I can. Anyways, oh, this was not a great CES, but at least we know we have 3 new mobile. Actually, we have more. We have the whole HX series, which she gave us a preview of, and we have the U series, 5800U, 5700U, and 5600U that she showed. So yeah, that's gonna be great. Why is your head always under a hat, Snows? You don't want to see what's under here. I'm trying to cut the sides of my hair, but the top I can't do myself, and barbers are closed, and here in Quebec, we have a curfew, which means that 8 p.m. nobody can get out, so I can't take care of that. I should have had a haircut before, but whatever, that doesn't matter. Will Hardware Connects show a best device of CES 2021 review? Probably. Dimitri got a case, that I know for sure. And I know that they're working on Tiger Lake H, the whole lineup to see how Intel's going. But yeah, Hardware Connect, super cool guys. There's going to be a lot of collab as soon as, COVID stops being a prick. I just want for them to tell that a 3060 Ti should be easier to acquire. I mean, it should be. They did deliver more 3060 Ti's than 3080s and 3070s combined, as far as my sources go. But of course, everybody wants a piece of Nvidia, and everybody wants a piece of AMD, and there's no stock anywhere. I shaved entire head. Barber were closed. If I get to 100,000, I'll shave my hair. And trust me, I haven't shaved my head in a decade, probably. What do you think Nvidia will show us? Oh man, after this from AMD, I mean, Nvidia is GPU strictly, right? We're probably going to get some kind of enterprise an idea on what kind of enterprise stuff they have. But in terms of GPUs, I don't think we should expect much. Maybe the 3080, I believe it's 12 gigabyte. By the way, the 20 gigabyte has apparently been canceled internally, so it's not going to come out, and instead it's going to be a 12 gigabyte model or something like that. It's just been all over the place. There's like 7 different SKUs. Some of them are engineering samples. Some of them might come out. It's just such a blur right now. We'll have to wait and see. And you know what? We got 2 minutes, so it's going to be there right away. Morning, just got my coffee. That's great. What are you looking forward to or want? I just want affordable, high quality gaming. 3060 Ti is great, and it's $400. Yeah, it's nice. Personally, if they gave me a 3060 that had the, let's say, 80% of the 3070, because the 3060 Ti already is 90% of the 3070. So if it's 80% of the 3070, at $350 to $330, that would be my sweet spot. I don't like to spend, $800 on a graphics card. And in Canada, like not a 2080, but a 3080, which is $699 US, is going to be $1,000 Canadian. I don't want to spend $1,000 on the GPU alone. So, 3060 will probably cost $500 Canadian. That makes sense to me. Instead of creating more product, why don't we make 30 series available for everyone? Well, the thing is, you also have to think about yields, right? Like, you have a certain chip, like GA102 or whatever. They print out they build the wafer, they manufacture the wafer, and then some will become 3080s, some will become 3080s or 3090s, and then they print out the wafer for the 3070, the GA104, and then it can be a 3070 or a 3060 Ti. So you see, this is the problem, is that once they manufacture a wafer, they can't just make one of them a 3060 or a 3060 Ti. It sort of falls under specific categories. They did on the last generation, it was all over the place. The 2060 had wafers from the 2070 Super all the way down to wafers from the original 2060. I think it was TU106 to TU104. So it was using both at some point, which was kind of insane, because it was a much bigger die on TU104, yeah, compared to TU106. Will you do a Q&A stream? I think I'm going to do a Q&A video, not a stream. All right, guys, it's going to start up in a second. I'll be right back, just like earlier. I'm going to put the sound on, make sure everything is perfect for you guys. Boom. Yeah. Wow, what's happening with my mouse? Okay, there you go. I'll be right back. Did I miss much?
Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us today.
Hello, Jeff.
2020 was an extremely tough year with no end of challenges. Millions of people tuned into gaming to play, create, and connect with one another. Steam saw the number of concurrent users increase by 40% over the previous year and more than double since 2018. Discord connected gamers with over 4 billion minutes of conversation and monthly active users reaching 140 million. That's nearly 3 times as many as 2 years ago. Together, we watched over 100 billion hours of gaming content on YouTube. That's twice as much as 2018. And with physical sports largely on the sidelines, esports has attracted legions of new fans. Viewership is nearly 500 million people globally, up 100 million from 2018, with another 150 million viewers expected over the next 3 years. More than ever, gaming has become an integral part of our lives. 2 years ago, we introduced a breakthrough in graphics, real-time ray tracing, and AI-based DLSS. We called it RTX. Together with Microsoft and top developers and game engines, we set off to bring the visual realism of movies to fully interactive gaming. The momentum is unstoppable, as consoles and the rest of the ecosystem are now on board. Ray tracing is the new standard. Last fall, hot out of Jensen's oven, we launched our second generation RTX, the GeForce RTX 30 series, Ampere architecture for gamers, and our biggest generational leap ever. Ampere features dedicated RT cores to accelerate ray tracing, Tensor cores for the performance-boosting DLSS.
We already know
and
that,
new
Jeff.
streaming multiprocessors, together delivering twice the performance of our prior generation. And our ultimate play is more than just beautiful graphics. We introduced low latency NVIDIA Reflex, so competitive gamers could be their best. And NVIDIA Broadcast, an AI-powered app that turns any room into a home broadcast studio. Over the past 4 months, we've launched 4 new Ampere-powered graphics cards. From the ultimate BF GPU, the GeForce RTX 3090 priced at $1499, to the $399 RTX 3060 Ti.
These 4 GPUs on the screen,
Ampere has been our
we're the only ones
fastest-selling
sold.
architecture ever, selling almost twice as much as our prior generation. We know these products have been hard to find. I want to thank you for your patience as we continue to work hard to catch up. Last CES, we brought GeForce Gaming to the cloud. GeForce Now allows gamers to play their favorite PC games with RT and DLSS on from almost any device. Windows laptops, Macs, Chromebooks, Android and iOS devices, and TVs, billions in total. GeForce Now connects you to your favorite PC game stores like Steam, Epic, Ubisoft, and GOG, and free-to-play games like Fortnite, Apex, and League of
I gotta
Legends.
say, GeForce Now
In
is
all,
great, but it's a little
over
bit
800
wonky
PC
when you
games
set
have
it
been
up.
Onboarded from 300 publishers, including 80 free-to-play games. With 6 million registered users, supported by our 25 global data centers, we streamed 200 million hours of gameplay in 2020. We hosted exclusive demos for the annual Game Awards show and streamed Cyberpunk 2077 to GFN gamers the day of launch.
Your new life starts now.
RTX technology has set a whole new standard in gaming. From amazing indie games like Pumpkin Jack to the fastest selling PC game of all time, Cyberpunk 2077. In fact,
He means the buggiest game.
Powered by RTX, including the #1 Battle Royale game, the #1 RPG, the #1 MMO, and the #1 best-selling game of all time, Minecraft. And the list continues to grow. DLSS enables the great ray tracing experience in these games by delivering a big performance boost with awesome image quality. Let's take a look.
The problem is we already know that, Jeff. DLSS is amazing. It doesn't have enough games just yet.
And today we are announcing more games that support RTX. Call of Duty is the most successful FPS franchise ever. Starting with COD Modern Warfare in 2019 And then Black Ops Cold War, we've worked with Activision to bring ray tracing to the series. Call of Duty Warzone, the franchise's free-to-play battle royale, has over 85 million gamers. Building on our partnership with Activision, Warzone is adopting DLSS. Coming soon.
That's pretty cool.
A boost in performance and competitiveness. Over the years, we have worked closely with Square Enix, including the world-famous Final Fantasy and Tomb Raider series. Today, we would like to announce our latest partnership. We are bringing DLSS to Outriders, a brand new IP from Square Enix. Developed by People Can Fly, the creators of Bulletstorm, Outriders is a multiplayer co-op shooter set in an original sci-fi universe.
See, I don't like this because they announced a lot of DLSS titles at first, and a lot of them are still not delivered.
If you plan on surviving, you need to rewire your brain for aggression. The scared hide, and the hesitant die. You are neither. You are the aggressor. You are the threat. You are Outriders.
So is this Destiny without the Earth? On Earth?
The horror-themed indie hit grew to become a massive popular franchise with over 30 million downloads and 30 billion YouTube views.
Ray traced Five Nights at Freddy's!
Steel Wool Studios that the latest chapter, Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach, will feature RTX ray tracing and DLSS. No. You can expect a new level of immersion into Freddy's unique and frightening world. Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach is coming later this year. Here's a look at game footage our friends at Steel Wool put together for us.
Gregory. It's getting late. Let's get you home.
I see Ray's people.
And put you to bed.
I see you.
Was that the demo? Was that the demo of ray
tracing? Was
tracing?
developed by Shanghai Tai Games, one of the top China developers emerging onto the global stage. Fist, forged in Shadow Torch, is a platformer that was inspired by classics such as Metroid and Castlevania. As an action game, Fist features multiple weapons, numerous combos, upgradable skills, and a classic arcade-style experience. Nvidia worked closely with Shanghai Tai Games to bring the game to life with ray tracing and DLSS.
Target 41, fair, illegal possession of ordnance. Arrest.
So it's Hammond from Overwatch brings his friends. It looks cool. Looks all right.
Esports has become the preferred sport for tens of millions of gamers. 75% of GeForce gamers play competitive games like Fortnite, Valorant, and Apex Legends. and 99% of esports pros are competing on GeForce. So we developed Nvidia Reflex to help gamers get their best system latency.
What is
from
this, a
mouse click
recap
to
of late
display.
2019?
Reflex has been a big hit among developers and gamers. Since the introduction in September, a dozen games have added support. Today, we are excited to announce that Rainbow Six Siege and Overwatch are adopting Nvidia Reflex. Now, 7 of the top 10 competitive shooters support the technology. We also wanted to give gamers a way to accurately measure system latency. In September, we announced 4 360Hz G-Sync esports displays that feature an innovative tool, the Reflex Latency Analyzer. The Latency Analyzer is to an esports gamer what a heart rate monitor is to a runner.
I hope Jensen is cooking something in the back and it's about to be ready, because this is not CES material.
Measures full click-to-display latency. Today, we are announcing 5 new G-Sync gaming monitors from Acer, AOC, and Asus, all featuring Reflex Latency Analyzer. These panels expand the Reflex ecosystem to include 1440p resolution and 34-inch ultra-wide. The heart of the GeForce gaming platform is our family of GPUs, and the 60 class is our most popular.
Yes, 3060.
Bring the performance and features of our latest architecture to every gamer. For example, the GTX 1060 was one of our most successful GPUs we ever built.
It's time!
The GTX 1060 delivered a great generational leap in performance. It could power all the latest games at 1080p, 60 frames per second. But new games bring bigger worlds and cinematic graphics that demand more of the GPU. This is evident in the latest sequels to these AAA games, where the GTX 1060 struggles to keep up. For instance, gamers were playing Watch Dogs 2 with high settings at 60 frames per second. But with Watch Dogs Legion, released last October, they only get 24 frames per second. And an even bigger change is underway. Turn on ray tracing, and these games become unplayable on the 1060.
Yeah, because you don't turn on ray tracing on the 1060.
90% of the installed base on GTX, now is the perfect time to deliver an RTX for every gamer. Let me introduce the new GeForce RTX 3060, which brings the power of Ampere, our second generation RTX architecture, to every gamer. Twice the raster performance of the 1060 and 10 times the ray tracing performance. The RTX 3060 powers the latest games with RTX on at 60 frames per second.
DLSS was in that graph though. They put the 2060 somewhere and then they added the 3060 and they said RT plus DLSS. Did the 2060 have DLSS enabled too? Like, what's happening there? They're not telling us anything. So, it's probably going to be 329, 349. Because the 3060 Ti is out, and it's at 399.
The RTX 3060 is a powerful GPU. It has 13 shader teraflops, 25 RT teraflops for ray tracing, and 101 tensor teraflops to power DLSS. It has 12 gigabytes of G6 memory and starts at just $329. The RTX
Didn't I just say that?
3060 will be available worldwide.
I just said that, $329.
Amazing gaming doesn't end at the desktop. Laptops are the fastest growing gaming platform, increasing 7 times in 7 years. There are 50 million gaming laptops, which powered over 14 billion gaming hours last year. And the power of these laptops has inspired gamers to find new ways to play. In console mode, connected to a big screen TV using a controller, or driving an ultra-wide monitor with a keyboard and mouse. These high-performance machines also meet the needs of 45 million creators and everyone working and studying from home. Today, we are announcing a new generation of Ampere-powered laptops with second-generation RTX and third-generation Max-Q technologies delivering twice the power efficiency of previous generations. Nowhere does efficiency matter more than in the extremely power-constrained environment of a modern gaming laptop. So 4 years ago, we introduced Max-Q. Max-Q is a system design approach that delivers high performance in thin and light gaming laptops. It has fundamentally changed how laptops
Well, boys,
are
they
built.
started talking about
Every
laptops.
aspect, the CPU, GPU, software, PCB design, power delivery, thermals, are optimized for power and performance. Our third generation Max-Q technologies use AI and new system optimizations to make high performance gaming laptops faster and better than ever. Traditionally, gaming laptops set the power for the CPU and GPU. Yet games and creative apps are dynamic, and demands on the system change from frame to frame. Today we are introducing Dynamic Boost 2.0, which for the first time uses AI to shift power between the CPU, GPU, and now GPU memory, determining where it is needed most. The AI networks in Dynamic Boost 2.0 manage power on a per frame basis, so your laptop is constantly optimizing for maximum performance. The result is a larger performance boost than ever before. We are also introducing Whisper Mode 2.0, delivering a new level of acoustic control for gaming laptops. Whisper Mode has been re-engineered from the ground up and is custom built into each laptop at a system level. You pick your desired acoustics, and Whisper Mode 2.0's AI-powered algorithms manage the CPU, GPU, system temperature, and fan speeds to deliver great acoustics at the best possible performance. Next, we are introducing Resizable Bar, which leverages the advanced capabilities of PCI Express to boost gaming performance.
Finally, let's see the
Games
numbers.
use GPU memory for textures, shaders, and geometry, constantly updating as the player moves through the world. Today, only part of the GPU's memory can be accessed at any one time by the CPU, requiring many memory updates.
Yeah, just keep repeating
With
what your
Resizable
competitor
Bar,
said already.
The game can access the entire GPU memory, allowing for multiple updates at the same time, improving performance. Finally, DLSS is a breakthrough for gaming laptops. It uses AI and RTX tensor cores to deliver up to 2x the performance in the same power. A GPU needs to calculate almost 4 million pixels for a single 1440p frame. DLSS requires only a fraction of the pixels, which improves efficiency and increases performance. It also delivers more battery life when you are gaming on the go. Max-Q has reinvented the gaming laptop. 4 years ago, the fastest laptops in the world were powered by a GTX 1080, averaged 40 millimeters thick, and weighed over 9 pounds. After 4 years of innovation, Max-Q Gen 3 laptops are half the size, half the weight, and deliver up to 10 times the performance. More gamers are choosing to play on laptops. And with 95% of the installed base below the performance of the latest consoles, it's time to introduce a new generation. The RTX 3060 laptop is faster than anything on the market today.
I'm guessing these will have 6
$2,500
gigabytes of GDDR6.
RTX 2080 Super. It's 30% faster than the PlayStation 5 and delivers 90 frames per second on the latest games.
They
at
just
ultra
took a shot
settings,
at
1080p.
PlayStation.
The RTX 3060 laptops start at just $999. Gamers know that
$999?
1440p displays with twice the pixels of 1080p provide the perfect mix of high fidelity graphics and great performance. Yet they are missing on laptops. For years, we've been working behind the scenes with display manufacturers and OEMs. Now, for the first time, 1440p displays will be widely available. Introducing the GeForce RTX 3070 laptop, a 1440p gaming beast. It's 50% faster
than an
the
RTX 3080 laptop, of
and
course.
delivers 90 frames per second with ultra settings at 1440p. RTX 3070 laptops start at $1299. Finally, our flagship GeForce RTX 3080 laptop. With up to 16 gigabytes of G6 memory, it is a world's fastest laptop for gamers and creators. It delivers 100 frames per second with RTX on and starts at $19.99. Today, nearly 3/4 of laptop gamers play esports. The resulting popularity of high refresh rate laptops continues to grow, doubling this past year. I'm excited to announce that over half of the new 30 series laptops will offer 240 Hz or higher refresh rates. With the performance of our GeForce RTX 3080 laptop GPU, gamers will be able to play at 240 frames per second across top titles.
The
like
CUDA core
Overwatch,
counts are
Rainbow
the same
Six,
as whatever
Valorant,
you saw
and
in
Fortnite.
the
And
leaks,
combined with
pretty much.
Nvidia Reflex, gamers can achieve sub 20 millisecond system latency, enabling them to play their absolute best. From videos to photography to 3D animation, the creation of digital content is exploding. Nvidia Studio is our accelerated platform for creators, speeding up ray tracing and AI in over 50 applications, including Adobe Photoshop, DaVinci Resolve, and Blender. And monthly Studio drivers bring new features, faster performance, and enhanced stability. Since the launch of Studio in 2019, there have been over 100 purpose-built Studio laptops and desktops from every major OEM. NVIDIA Ampere architecture takes Studio laptops to the next level. Rendering is up to 5 times faster than Pascal. Video editors can work with 8K raw footage, use AI to simplify workflows, and reduce encode times by up to 75%. Artists have up to 16 gigabytes of graphics memory to work with huge assets across multiple apps at the same time. RTX accelerated AI will change the way creators work. For example, Adobe Photoshop recently introduced neural filters, which uses AI to quickly make complex edits to photographs. Adobe Premiere Pro Auto Reframe uses AI to convert landscape video to portrait while keeping the action front and center. In DaVinci Resolve 17, the new Magic Mask feature uses AI to speed up mask creation and tracking. NVIDIA Optics AI denoising in Blender cleans up noise on the fly, quickly resolving 3D images.
407.
And NVIDIA Omniverse Audio to Face uses AI to animate unrigged 3D characters based solely on an audio source.
A new nation conceived in liberty and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal.
Today, we're introducing over 70 laptops from every OEM, our biggest launch ever. These are the world's fastest laptops that give gamers and creators a huge variety to pick the right device for their needs. Available beginning January 26, with prices starting at $999. Let's take a look at what they can do.
70 plus, but AMD said 150 plus this time. So that's going to be interesting, depending on how AMD introduces their GPU. So no TIs, all we got was the 3060 and a 12 gigabyte version for $329. That's pretty good. What do you guys think? It's weird that it has more VRAM, but more VRAM than the 3060 Ti or the 3070, but it is GDDR6. I don't know, man. It's just a weird card to me.
RTX is the new standard, and the momentum continues to grow. With most of the installed base underpowered for the latest games, we're bringing RTX to every gamer with the GeForce RTX 3060. Finally, as more gamers are choosing laptops, we're launching a new generation of RTX laptops, ready to play the most demanding games. Thanks everyone for tuning in today, and as always, thanks to all of our fans for all their support. And before we go, we've got one more treat for you.
Please, give me something new. What the hell? Flight Sim RTX. Has to be that. It's gonna be like DLSS for RTX or something. Oh. What? That was a surprise? If that was the surprise, that's very disappointing. Show me 5 products and then say end of stream? Yep! Oh my god, what the hell was that? Oh. Well, guys, that was fun. I don't know what to do. What is it? Yeah, this is the one. So that was great. Personally, I think that it was very minimal. I mean, technically, Intel might have released more information about their product line and upcoming stuff than AMD and Nvidia combined. But it was an interesting 2 hours, I guess. How long has it been? An hour and a half. So I guess, honestly, at that point, I can't even make a boot sequence out of that. There's not enough information for me to be able to create something new. Look, I'm going to make the boot sequence right now. What's up, guys? And this is your boot sequence. AMD got 5800U, 5600U, 5700U. We might see 6700 series in the first half of 2021. And one of them is going to have 2 fans. One of them is going to have 1 fan. And also, Epic can predict the weather. And then we go to Nvidia. In Nvidia news, we got a 3060 12 gigabytes, 3080, 3070, 3060 laptops. And we also have the studio versions of these laptops. Because there's all kinds of... you have the choice between the regular 3000 series on laptops. You have the choice between the Max Q, of course, which is the lower clocked one so that it doesn't kill your battery right away. And now we have the studio version with more VRAM. We also have just a ton of games that will now have DLSS and ray tracing, apparently. Because as we know from the first 32 games that Nvidia unveiled that would have ray tracing back in the 2000 series launch, only about 7 of them had it. And other developers are just like, nah, we never promised. That was Nvidia. They said something, we can't actually do it, and then they stopped making it. So, yeah. That's what up, guys? I'm Snows, and this was your boot sequence. Anyways, guys, that's it for the catch-up. Hopefully you've enjoyed. Drop a like if you liked it. Click here to see the latest video right here to subscribe. No, I'm kidding. But it's so little information. I was waiting for that to do like the triple threat so I could do Intel, AMD, and Nvidia. Do you guys have any questions? No problem, Kira. I see we got a lot of new people. If you guys want to, you can go ahead and leave a like. You can also subscribe to the channel. I do news, but I'm also transitioning to different content. As you can see, this is my new set. It's going to be used soon for different content. I have super cool stuff. Hold on, let me show you something. An exclusive sneak peek. This. Let me grab it. Okay. This, okay, in between those two sheets is an element, okay? I'm not telling you what it is. I'm just going to pull it out. It's an element. It's not graphite. It's not liquid metal. It's not aluminum, because it's going to look like it. But this thing, okay, one sheet of it cost me about $50, okay? This is what it looks like. Hold on, let me just pull it out. Here you go. This is what it looks like. Oh, man. What did I do? Is this it? Is there two sheets? Okay. It's only one sheet. Okay. This is what it looks like. One sheet. It's very thin. As thin as aluminum, I'd say. But it's heavy. Now, this will be part of an experiment. I don't know yet if it's going to go on my channel or on another super popular channel. But we're going to have some fun with this. It's not palladium. It's not silver. It's not graphite. Nope. It's not platinum. It's not uranium. It is a thermal paste substitute. But in my opinion, it might be the best thermal paste substitute ever. Because according to its spec sheet, it goes, it's even better than graphite. But then again, I have to be careful on how I handle it. I think I kind of just messed it up right there by touching it with my fingers and my oily fingers. But I have a second sheet right here. So if it goes bad, I'll have another one. It's not lead. I wouldn't touch lead with my hands. It's not tungsten, not adamantium. Oh, damn. Nobody knows what it is. That's great. That's great. That means it's going to be a good... Oh, my God. Somebody said it. Vibranium. No. Nah, Gamers Nexus didn't. I know he didn't. Because I made sure he didn't. But yeah, I'm going to try this out. I also have the new set that I want to show. I want to show the new PC that I just built. I want to try some different things. Like... something I don't want to reveal too much because then somebody else is going to copy me, so it doesn't matter. You're going to see there's a lot of content coming up. Me and also the boys from Hardware Canucks, they allowed me to share some of their space to be able to do some special, benchmarking and stuff with some of their equipment. It's super nice of them to do that. So yeah, please subscribe, join the channel. I'm going to have a lot more to show. By the way, this is an NZX t-shirt. I really like it. It's super comfortable. Sounds like an adult toy material. No, it's not. Come on, guys, give him a like. Yeah, give me a like. Better wash your hands. No, yeah, I definitely will. But it's not toxic. It's not toxic. And no, it's not gallium. Just in case you thought it was gallium, it's not gallium. Because gallium would absolutely destroy whatever you put it on. Can't have solid mercury at room temp. What do you mean? It's not room temp here. It's minus 35. I'm kidding. Any information for 3070 Super or Ti? Nope. Unfortunately, it seems like it's just not going to do anything. It doesn't seem like it's going to come out, unfortunately. Not yet. I mean, first half of 2021. Essentially, I think Nvidia is waiting for AMD to make their move. And AMD during their stream said 1H 2021, so first half of 2021. And I think Nvidia is just waiting for them to make a move so that Nvidia can come in and swoop in. Nvidia is waiting for AMD to make a move so Nvidia can swoop in. That's what I meant. Hey, you wearing Beats? Yeah, just because I didn't want the sound to leak out while I was listening to the stream because I turned off noise suppression. Usually I use my Philips, whatever they're called. We're just saying elements. Yeah, of course. Linus didn't do it either. I know he didn't. Gotta run. Dogs are telling me I've been sitting too long. Great to chat with you. No problem, man. I know how it is. I mean, my girlfriend knows how it is. She has 3 dogs, 3 absolutely cute and gorgeous dogs, but she has to walk them every 6 hours or something. Like the video. No. Come on. You guys don't have any questions? I'm going to have to end the stream if you guys don't have any questions. Yeah, also, I received something from a company. What was it? Hold on, I think it's down here. Give me a second, I have to go under the table. a company sent me this, and unfortunately it was broken. But I was wondering if you guys would want me to review it. It's like it's like a keyboard only for one hand, and they also have the mouse that goes with it. Problem is some LEDs are dead. I don't know why, but yeah, there's this thing. I also have like a monitor, a portable monitor, USB-C. That's pretty cheap and actually pretty good. And you know those fans that Just 2 Cents made a video about and they sold out instantly? Another company sent me some fans that are amazing they have amazing RGB capabilities. They were 3 for, I believe, something like $20. And I think Just 2 Cents' version had 5 for $30. So technically we're still around the same cheapness. And yeah, they look really, really good. And the company sent them to me and they're like, yo, make a video about it. And I'm thinking about what I'm going to do my new build, which is this cobble of parts over there. When I make this build, I'm going to use those fans and make like a review for them. So that would be great. Plus I have a ton of fans from different companies that I need to review. I also have this massive Ninja 5 heatsink over there that I should also do something about. Anyways, got tons of stuff, tons of content coming up. This is why the videos are taking a little bit longer to do, because sometimes I'm working on the other videos and then I have to release a boot sequence. So I dedicate one day for boot sequence, then I dedicate another to continue working on these longer form content. And I try to do as much as I can. So that's pretty much it for the live stream, guys. Hopefully you've enjoyed. I'm thinking, okay, don't hold me up on this, because I've said that I would live stream more a lot, but now that I have this set in the back, I don't have to arrange anything. The live stream set is already set. I have a camera here. My main camera for boot sequence is over there, shooting this way, so that's fine. So that means I could do more live stream. I'm thinking about doing one every 2 weeks on this channel, and on my personal channel, which I will talk about later, I'm going to be doing some game streaming. So if you guys want to come and game with me, that'd be great, because I hate gaming alone. I get frustrated and then I blame everybody else, and I stop gaming for like a month. So let's do that together. In any case, thank you very much for being there. Waterdai and Aniruddha Chatterjee. Sorry, I can't pronounce it. Datron, Joshua Johnson, Joe Miller, Waterdai. I already said your name. Truth, Sexy Yoda. Yeah, of course that's the name. Indian Army, Metadraw, RGMFUC1. You've been there for a long time. Asking any new coolers. That cooler's new. The Ninja 5. Well, I mean, it's not new, but it's huge. It's big, and not many people have reviewed it. Sugon Desi, Marco Decker, Kiera, bye. Abdullah Faleh, I guess that's how you pronounce it. Joe Miller, Hussein, Sankar Bahara, Wilgard, what's up, man? Bye, take care, man. Maku Sleepwalker, Man and Gamed, Marco Decker, which I might have said your name already. Mukesh McKenzie, thank you for the 100 things. I'm not sure what they are. I'm sorry. I don't know what the currency is. I'm so mad about the 12 gigabytes of VRAM on 3060. Don't be mad. You'll be fine with 8. LEDs behind you seem wonky. Work in progress? Which one? The yellow ones are wonky. The red one is fine. Those are just decorative. I like them the way they are, okay? Love your channel. Thank you, Juan Frilita. I'm busting up all your names. Thank you, 404. Emmanuel, everybody who's been there since the beginning. There's a lot of you. And honestly, every time I see your usernames in the comment section, it just clicks. Because you have actually like really catchy names that I can remember. Max Voltage, why are there so many YouTubers in Canada? Not that many. There's like 3 that I can count. Us, Linus, and... Well, me, Linus, and Hardware Canucks. There are a lot more in Toronto, though. It's Rupee. Perfect. All right, guys. So that's pretty much it for the live stream. Have yourselves a great day. I'm still gonna play the intro as the outro. So I'm going to do my outro, and that's pretty much it for the news, guys. Hopefully you've enjoyed. Drop a like if you liked it, a comment if you want to talk about today's stories. As usual, you can click right here to see the latest video right here to subscribe to the channel. Stay frosty, my dudes, and I'll see you on the next one. See, I know this by heart. I know it by heart. Take care.
Rolling them dice, I love it,